Good morning, everyone. Today's reading is inspired by my new oracle cards. They're the Lumen oracle cards by Threads of Fate. They're beautiful, as you can see. So I was guided to do 3 piles of 3. So the power of 3. When I shuffled these cards this morning, when I first got them, the first 2 cards that popped out were Reclaim and Power. So that's why they're in the thumbnail image. So I think these cards have some cool messages for us, some very important messages for us. And yeah, so I've also placed some crystals. So we have 3 piles and we have 3 crystals. So this is the lepidolite crystal. Okay, very beautiful. All right, this is the Russian astrophyllite crystal. Again, gorgeous. Gorgeous cards need gorgeous crystals. And then the peacock ore crystal, which again is a beautiful crystal. So all very luminescent. So lots of light in this reading. All right, I'm going to open the energy and let you guys pick your piles, and then we'll get started. All right, that was a very gentle tone today. So I feel like this is a very gentle reading, a very light filled and gentle reading. So I'm going to get started with my pile number 1s now. If you haven't picked your pile, please pause the video and do so. But I'm going to jump right in here. Okay. All right, my pile number 1s. You chose the lepidolite, which is a beautiful crystal that helps us by gently encouraging us to release old psychological and behavioral patterns. So this is a beautiful crystal. Let's see what your reading says. Okay, the first card, Reclaim. Okay, this card wants to tell us to reclaim for sure. The Sage and Paradox. Okay, these 2 cards right away. Look at how similar they are. They have the moon. That's what I see, the moon here. They have this I see as wands, and this I see as swords here. So the imagery is very similar. This one looks to me like, I'm not sure what it is. Actually, first it looked like a bird, but now it looks like something else. It looks like it's grabbing it with its mouth. So grabbing these wands with its mouth, and these swords are just here like that. So I see them grabbing these. I see them as the same. These things are these things, and they're grabbing it and reclaiming the sage that you are. Okay, so that would make a lot of sense. Reclaiming the sage that you are is what they're asking you to do. So yeah, we have wisdom in us in our souls from lifetimes that we need to reclaim in this lifetime, that we need to reconnect with, that we need to reclaim. We need to what's the word? I don't want to say go back to, but the word's escaping me. That we need to reintegrate, that's the word, into our experiences and our existence now. Okay, so that's what this card is saying to me. And the sage, this says to me, your soul is wise. The moon here speaks of the intuition that we have, which intuition comes from this place, from our soul, from our past lives, from our experiences, from our knowing. So it's telling us to reclaim that knowing, okay? And then the paradox card says to me that in order to do that, to reintegrate our wholeness, our whole being, we have to accept the paradox that exists in this world. We live in a world of duality and dichotomy, and if we don't accept that duality and dichotomy, then we do not accept the whole, right? I've said it so many times. You can't have the coin without both sides of the coin, so but without the opposing sides of the coin. So what I'm hearing is embrace the paradox, okay? I believe that's what we used to do in our past lifetimes, in our past experiences, but in this world today, that's not encouraged. It's be positive, be positive, be positive, deny the negative, and that's never going to make us whole. So I'm not saying that you need to be negative. I'm just saying you need to embrace the whole, which includes the light and the darkness, the positive and the negative, the love and the fear, okay? And when you embrace all and forgive all, that's when it's transformed, okay? And that's when we reclaim the sage that we are, when we know that all belongs, okay? I hear also embrace the perfect and imperfect, okay? So that's what this is telling me at this point. I'm going to shuffle some of these tarot cards and see if there's anything else that the guides want to tell us. Yep, there is. Okay, those just shot right out. So let's see what they're saying here. Yeah, so that's how we transform. Okay, this is how we transform, by reclaiming the wisdom, the knowing that all belongs. That's what this is telling me. This is the transformation card. This is the death rebirth card. Okay, so yeah, and then this is the Queen of Pentacles, and she connects the inner and outer worlds. Okay, so the opposing worlds. She's the bond between them. She's holding this space that connects both worlds. Okay, all worlds. She knows all belongs. Okay, so definitely that's what this reading is telling us. Reclaim the sage that we are, the one who knows that all belongs. Forgive and allow all, the darkness and the light, okay, the fear and the love, the imperfection and the perfection, the positive and the negative. It all belongs. Okay, that's going to transform you, and it transforms situations in your life. It transforms everything. Oh, so that's why you were attracted to this. Okay. So deny nothing, allow all, embrace all, accept all, forgive all, and then choose the experience you want. Only once you allow all can you choose. Otherwise, if you're denying anything, it will come to you. It will seek your acceptance. It will seek your acknowledgement and forgiveness. Everything wants to belong, just as we do. Think of it. Think of yourself as this imperfect human being. However, we know that we are perfect. And we want others to see our perfection. And everything wants to be seen and allowed and forgiven. Everything. That's the message they have for you today. All right? It will transform you and your life when you start to see things this way, when you remember and reclaim the wisdom that allows you to embrace this paradox here on earth. All right? That's it. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to move on to my pile number 2s now. All right, my pile number 2s. Let's see what your reading has to say here. Oh, look, power. So the reclaim card came out in the first pile, and the power is coming out in this pile. And that's pretty cool because those were the first two cards that popped out when I shuffled these cards today, reclaim and power. And reclaim was the first card in the first reading, and power is the second card, or the first card in the second reading. So that's pretty cool. There's some synchronicities going on here. The revolutionary and the outlaw. Interesting. All right, what do these cards say to me? Okay. You have the power to revolutionize your world, to paint outside of the lines, color outside of the lines. All right? Yeah, you have this ability to think outside of the box, to paint outside of the lines, to do it your own way, okay? You have enormous power within you, okay? And you are a change maker, is what this tells me. Oh, by the way, your Russian astrophyllite crystal is about finding your soul purpose, okay? Helping you find your soul purpose, speeding up that process of finding your soul purpose. So, yeah. So you're more powerful than you could ever imagine, okay? This card is serving as a reminder that within you lies the infinite well of power that you can source whenever you choose. You know, sometimes we give our power to others, okay, but we always have the ability to call it back. So, like I said, reclaim power were the first two cards that popped out for me out of this deck when I opened them. And this card is saying, reclaim your power. If you've given it away, bring it back to you, okay? If you haven't given it away, good for you. Call upon it, okay? That power is yours to be used in this lifetime for your soul purpose, okay? So this card is reminding you of that. All right? Tap into your power so that you can be the revolutionary and the outlaw that you are. An outlaw is not a bad thing. Outlaw means you do it your own way. You're outside of the box. Okay? Is there anything else these cards want to say to us before I move on to some tarot here? Okay, yeah, so being the revolutionary and the outlaw means that you're to challenge the status quo, okay? You're to do things differently, okay? You're a natural leader, okay? You're a trailblazer. That's what those two cards are telling me. All right, you are a leader. You won't be doing it the same as everyone else, whatever you are doing in your life. Okay, you're going to be tapping into your own power, and you are going to be doing things very differently. Whatever it is that you want to achieve in your life, don't try to do it the way that you see others doing it, because that's not going to work for you. Okay, use your ability to think outside of the box. All right. Some people might think that you're out there. They may have used those terms for you before, that you're out there. But that's good. That's a good thing, to be out there, to be different. I hear you're radically different, and that's good. Okay? And this is really interesting. The two cards that popped out are the exact same two cards that popped out for the first pile. So that's really, really interesting. So you're going through a transformation. You're going through a rebirth, okay? And this rebirth is going to result in you being this leader I see here, okay? This leader that does things very differently. All right? And then this Queen of Pentacles, she holds the bond between the inner and outer worlds, okay? Between the internal and external. So, yeah, wow. You're going to be able to connect those two worlds somehow in a very different way than others have been able to do so. And yeah, they're excited for you. I'm getting goosebumps. Yeah, you're gonna lead. You're gonna lead and have others follow you and join you. I shouldn't say follow. Join you in this new way that you're putting forth. All right, that's what your message is for today. Thank you for finding us, and I hope you go out and have a great day. Bye. All right, my pile number 3. You chose the peacock oar. This is all about bringing joy into your life and joy to others. Okay, this is about pointing you in a positive direction. Okay, so let's see what your reading has for you today. Oh, you're the seeker. You're the seeker. You're seeking this direction here, so that's cool. That makes sense. Okay. Oh, the pillar. And the wildling. Interesting. Okay, they're describing you to yourself. So this seeker card is really cool because it shows you receiving. Okay, here's the moon here, which is the divine feminine. And you're receiving. You have your hands open to the heavens, and you're receiving from the heavens, okay? You've built a very strong foundation, okay? There's the moon again. You've built a very strong foundation. Look at the hearts here. Yeah, you've done the work. You've done the work. You've asked the universe, the guides, the spirits, the ascended masters, you know, God, the universe, whatever you call it, the divine feminine. You've asked for guidance and you're receiving it. And you've worked on yourself emotionally and spiritually. Okay? You've turned yourself into this, you've turned yourself toward this positive direction. You've done the work. And that's what they're saying here. You've done the work. And they're congratulating you for that. They're saying, you know, good job. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, so what is this wildling card about? Okay. I'm going to read from the wildling from the book. It says, the wildling is raw, empowered, and independent. Many people are intimidated by them because they need little from others and prioritize radical freedom, which can be unsettling as most of society operates within unspoken expectations and contracts. The wildling burns the contract and heads into the woods. Okay. It says, we need to break free from the systems that limit us. The wildling within us remembers a time where we lived on the land, when we walked barefoot, when our lives were in alignment with the natural world. The wildling is a call for remembrance. Okay. So what this is telling me, now that I have read that. So this is telling me that you've done a ton of work, okay, on the spiritual, emotional level. It's time to get grounded, okay? It's time for you to get grounded. That's the direction they want to point you in. Okay, so like I said, they're congratulating you for all the work that you've done. Okay? But you need to get grounded for the work that you're going to do, is what I hear. Okay? So let's pull some, shuffle and get some tarot cards here. Are these? No, those are not the cards. Okay, let's pull and get some tarot cards. Shuffle and get some tarot cards here. So you get a little more insight. Okay, that's not surprising, and I'll tell you why in a second. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Okay, all three piles got this card the first tarot card that came out when I shuffled. All three piles. So all three piles are going through a major transformation, a death and a rebirth. Okay, so that's why they're telling you to get really grounded. Because you're going through this death and rebirth. And it's powerful. Okay, and you brought that by seeking, okay, and by asking, and by building this foundation. You're ready now for this transformation, but they want you to get grounded so that it's easier for you. Okay, and then the Sun card. I mean, you can't get a better card. Well, you can. There's lots of great cards, but this is a beautiful, beautiful card. This says that you've brought clarity and simplicity, and you've brought yourself a new life. Okay, a more clear, a more simple life. And the Sun is wish fulfillment, and it's warmth and, light, love. Oh, and it's balancing you because you have so much moon in your life. So the moon is the divine feminine. This is the divine masculine. So you're bringing those two things into balance. We can see that here. That's what the grounding is getting you. Oh yeah, the grounding is getting you ready for this. All right, so yeah. You've sought it. You've built the foundation for it. You've connected yourself to the divine feminine. They're asking you to connect yourself to the divine masculine as well, and to become very grounded because you are going through a transformation, a major one, a death and a rebirth into this new, simple, clear life where both exist. The receiving and the giving and the receiving, all things balanced. I see you're bringing things into balance in your life. Yeah. Okay, for you, I'm pulling an Ascended Master card. I did not for the other piles, but for you, here's a message with the Ascended Master cards. I just drew my attention to them. So let's see what they want to say here. They actually have 5 messages. I think they go with each of the cards that are out here. So, greatest benefit. Why concern yourself with how, when, where, or whom? When you trust in the workings of my will, even in the face of the unexpected, my greatest blessings will flow into your life. Okay, so they're saying don't worry about it, okay? Don't concern yourself with the when, how, where, whatever this transformation that's taking place. Just let it be. Let it happen, okay? Don't get caught up in that. And then the Seeker. This one goes with the Seeker card. Dwelling place. Where does your mind most often dwell? Upon my grace or upon a problem? Choose me as the dwelling place for your mind, and your soul shall find rest within the temple of my heart. So the Seeker in you is always trying to solve a problem, but they're saying don't dwell on the problems. Just focus on them and let the solutions be. Okay, so let the transformation be, let the solutions be. Okay, the pillar. This one says, be gentle. I am powerful enough to be gentle. You have my wisdom within your heart. When you are gentle with yourself, you allow me to love you. Be kind. You deserve compassion. Okay, so you've done all this work and you've built this foundation, and now they just want you to, be a little more gentle. You've done the work, okay? So you don't have to keep feeling like you have to do, okay? Be kind and compassionate with yourself. This is the grounding, the receiving, the willing, the wildling. So they're saying receive. Let the hungry earth of your body be nourished by the rainfall of my blessings. Open yourself to receive all that I wish to grant you. I shall bring you relief. Okay, so that's getting grounded. When you're going to get grounded enough to receive fully everything. You've been receiving lots here, but they want you to receive even more. Okay? And then the Sun card. Beautiful human, sometimes your fears and doubts cause you to distrust your heart, yet your heart is my own. Rest in the peace of my true heart now. There you will find my wisdom and love. Okay. So this grounding is reminding you you're a human being, but if you trust in the universe, you share the same heart as the universe and as your ascended masters and as all of it. Okay. So they're saying, rest in the peace of your true heart now. That's where you're getting to with this Sun card. There you will find my wisdom and love. And their wisdom and love includes all things, and I think I mentioned that. Okay? That's you're balancing things, you're bringing everything into a place of allowing everything. Okay? So that's that. That's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I hope you'll go out and have a great day now. Okay, bye-bye.